So today I have my new Arduino. It's an Arduino Uno R4, and I've made some tests. I've already set up everything. Now I got the SD card working, and the screen is visible. You can read what's on it. Currently I just display the IP address to test the Wi-Fi functionality. Yes, and I've tested the LED and everything, so if I just and the green LED is not on. Yep, now it is on. And currently it's reading the stuff from the SD card, the credentials and so. So I think the first step I will do is, basically making this here and delete everything. I will create a new sketch so I can copy paste from my code. So I just make this here, paste it in my cheat sheet, and then I will create a completely new working version with the Arduino Uno. So let's start. I have here two sketches, one of my test sketch and one is my working sketch. So I delete the loop, I delete the ring, or I delete all the functions below here, and then I don't need a jack connection, I don't need this status, I don't need nothing of this code here. I don't need the setup, I don't need this here, I don't need this here. So basically a completely brand new sketch. So first I include all the libraries I need. So let's first check if everything is okay with the YouTube thing. If it's live and everything looks good. I've also thought about to make the new thumbnail. All the other streams had the wrong numbers. So perfect. Then I will make here the definitions of the pins. I've already written them down here, the buzzer pin, the red LED, green LED, and blue LED pin. So then I need the config later. Here I will define the liquid crystal display, the LCD here. Then I have a general Wi-Fi status here in my test thing. It's just an integer, it's like an enuma thing. Currently it's the idle status, so it's just nothing, so I can create it. It's a bit more complicated, the whole Wi-Fi code, and it should be a bit better than the version I have now. So void connect to Wi-Fi. Then the first I call in the setup is connect to Wi-Fi. Or not the first thing. The first thing is, of course, opening the serial connection. The second thing is waiting for 500 milliseconds. I found that it's helpful for the serial connection. Then I make the pin modes of all the pins. The green pin, red pin, buzzer pin, and the blue pin. So then I make like a function void init pin void init LCD to just have it a bit more cleared up so it doesn't fuck up anything. So here init LED, not LED, LCD, and init pin. First I have to init the pins and then initialize the LCD because the LCD pins are in this later be in this here. So Then I have to, for the Wi-Fi, I have to load the config. Void load config. And I found out why the SD card reader didn't work on the ESP32. It just works on 5 volts. I've tried this. And then I had a second problem. The second problem was it always failed to initialize. And then I looked into the formatting of the SD card. It was FAT32. And FAT32 has some crippling name schemes. And I came to the conclusion that I have to make the FAT32 names working right, because the conf.json I created always went like to like conf 1.j or something, because it was somehow too long. I don't know why. But now it should work and should display the right configuration. So, load config. I think the load config thing is the first thing I should do. So I have here like a file config file. Here I have my file, but I don't really care. The config file is sd.open. I call it conf. Let's make a variable for the config file because I use it. No, I don't use it anymore, so I can just open conf. Then I need a string file content. It's just an empty string for now. I have it like in my cheat sheet on the other screen, but I want to like implement something new, or just to clean it up a bit. I know later I have to clean it up a whole bit, but just for now it works. This is the config file while the config file is available, I hope it is. I file content. I add. This returns an integer. I think it's the character integer. Oh, it is the character integer. It is config file.read. This reads line by line and appends it to the file content variable. Then I want to parse the JSON. For this I use the library called Arduino JSON. Maybe I have to install it. Let's see, Arduino JSON. Which one was it? This one here. Maybe the liquid crystal I have to install too. Liquid crystal, was it the Adafruit one? Let's check which one I used. Okay, I can't find it anymore. Liquid, I think it was, no, liquid, I2C, liquid crystal. I can't remember which one I used. Do I have to just use this name here? The crystal, I think it's this one by Frank de Braber. Or it is already installed, that's good. Then for the Wi-Fi I use another library, this Wi-Fi S3.h, because this works with the Arduino Uno R4. The other one I used in my old script, just the Wi-Fi ESP8266 worked for the ESP8266. Good, well, config available, I was here. I write it, then I make a JSON document. Conf doc. So then I just copy this. It's easier. Conf doc with the file content. I deserialize it, so I have it as an object. Then now I have to look like, how do I check if something is here or not? Because this here is the password, and I have the second thing is the SSID. And how should I parse them? That's a good question. I'll look into this later. And then at the end I should close the file. Config file dot close. Okay, and then I need to save it as a string, because this is like a character array or something. It's a bit complicated how they store it. So first of all, I should like serial print line this SSID. Let's see if this works. So in the setup, I call init.pint, init.lcd, and then how did I call it? Load config. Is there no, like, if there's the file does not exist? Oh yeah. I have to make this under here. If not config file, then it just serial print line config file not be found. Where do I open the connection? Oh, here. I copied this from the wrong folder. First, of course, I have to initialize the SD card. Start initializing SD card. Then I just copy this over. Initialization of SD card failed, and then I just make a while loop, so I break out of the order because this is a breaking error here. Initialization of SD card successfully done. So, and then here I open the config and I check if the config file, and then here while1 to break out. Later I will do like a error handling function. So I have an LED screen. On this LED screen all the errors are printed. Maybe I can just start now with this whole thing. String array of errors. Currently it should be empty. Oh, can I make just a string array? Let's see. I made myself some thoughts about this error thing. What's the count here? Okay. Now I get what they did here. Can I just make like a list object? Seems like I can. Just make a list of string called errors. Do I have to take something into account? later. Currently I just want it. Config file could not be found. SD card done. It opens the pin 4, that's correct. Then I open the file conf. Why is there so much advertising on We Free Schools? Where do I save the password here? Let's just make like a global variable. It's like string Wi-Fi pass, string Wi-Fi SSID. Look how I can make them better later. SSID to be in spec here. And then I say like Wi-Fi SSID equals SSID, and then Wi-Fi pass equals this thing here. I have to like check if they exist. But what if I have an array key that does not exist here? So first, if conf Wi-Fi, or if not conf Wi-Fi, then I just make this here. Wi-Fi config Wi-Fi could not be found in config. How do you call Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi object could not be found in config, and then the same thing for Wi-Fi SSID. I don't know how you would do this otherwise, but yeah, I just try Wi-Fi, and then here SSID. Probably have to do like a path or something and then check it with a function, but currently I would do this like this. Is it called pass? How does it called? Maybe password. I wrote it out. Password Wi-Fi / password Wi-Fi / SSID could not be found in config. Here I know I have Wi-Fi SSID and Wi-Fi password. Just for testing purposes, I output this configuration. And here I know, when I'm here under the config, I know I have the Wi-Fi configuration. So I can say, how did I call it? Connect to Wi-Fi. Connect to Wi-Fi. So how did I do this magic trick here? Connect to Wi-Fi is here. So if Wi-Fi dot status equals first I check if the Arduino chip has the Wi-Fi module. WL no module, then I can say like this code here 1 0 print line communication with Wi-Fi module failed. Make like an error before an error message. So I know that it's an error in the code. Config file could not be found. Initialization of SD card successfully done. This is successfully error. This is an info. Okay. Yeah, I know there are some error log level things, but I don't really care about them here in this project. So, gonna have here the connection first. The error module is not here. Then I check if the firmware module isn't here. I do these steps because maybe somebody later wants to steal something out of this project, and then they can just use it and be sure that everything works on their system or on their Arduino. So this firmware, Wi-Fi firmware version, F firmware version. Yeah, this is, yeah, I don't know, just for security, please upgrade Wi-Fi firmware version. And here I think I will print out serial print line of Wi-Fi. So I know from here on the process starts with the Wi-Fi initialization. Like did not do something in the config. What do I have here? If not my file, did I do this? Yes, I did do this. Okay, that seems to be good and working. So then I checked the firmware version. Here I have to do like a while true. Why is this not done in the original code? I don't know. Just goes on. Okay, then just Wi-Fi, checks, okay. Then I go to this connection loop here. Here I can say like 500 milliseconds for new connection attempt. New connection attempt. So for comment out if your VIP or whatever VIP network. Yeah, Wi-Fi SID is the same here. Yeah. No, it's not small. Wi-Fi SSID and Wi-Fi pass. This .2c string is because this here expects not normal strings, under it expects something a bit different, but with this code it does in fact work. I think this needs to be there, and this needs to be one here. Okay, seems to work. So if I'm not connecting, I will start the connection with this Wi-Fi begin. Wi-Fi begin. Then I need a delay of like a second because somehow this Arduino Uno was a bit slow with the DHCP and receiving the address. So if I don't have this delay for DHCP for slow systems, because otherwise I get a 0000 address, and with this I can't do anything in my network because it's just the interface address. Okay, then here I know the connection is successful. Connection is successful at this point, and then I can like plus the IP address Wi-Fi local IP dot to string At this point, I know the IP address. Okay, then in this demonstration script, I get the MAC address and the signal strength, but I don't need them. Perfect. Okay, then I should be fine. I know the IP address by then. Let's see if I forgot something. Now I should read something out of the config and then write something in the thing. Yeah. Wi-Fi 3SH. What did I download for Wi-Fi? Not this here. Wi-Fi. Huh. What did I install for this Wi-Fi S3? Because in my demonstration script it works. Let's see if I push this. Does it do something? Oh no, I have the same problem to Wi-Fi 3SH. Okay. Why did it work? Oh, this is the wrong chip here. Why is it not installed? I don't know, but now it should be fine. It's not installed, but I did it. Huh. I did some testing. Oh, I know why. I did the testing on another user on this system. That's why it's installed on the other user and not on this one. Okay, yeah, that's makes sense. Okay, successfully installed the platform module. Let's see when I upload this code, what happens then. I think the code is already a bit more beautiful than it was before. What is not installed here? Do we have a semicolon missing somewhere? Where are the serial print lines? The problem. I know here is not the right symbol. Oh, it's... Why did I make the double colon? I don't know. Let's see what happens when I now check the code. Somehow I typed the wrong symbol, but it should be... it's not okay. What's the problem here? Conf Wi-Fi. Conf was not declared. Ah, it's conf doc. Okay. Yeah, just upload it and try it again. Okay, still something wrong. Is there not a semicolon? No, there is. For log config, expect semicolon before. Is this too long? Yet this seems to be copied from the print line statement. Okay, I should stop copy code and Wi-Fi was not declared in the scope. Yes, it is not declared. I have to declare the Wi-Fi. Where do I have to do this? Where is my Wi-Fi declared? Wi-Fi wasn't declared on the scope. It is installed. How do I do this on my other script? I just have the Wi-Fi client, but it's not the same. Huh, this is difficult. Why Wi-Fi is not declared. Why does it work on this sketch? Does it even work? Let's see. No such file or directory. Wi-Fi is free. Why can't I just download exactly that header file? Let's see what my helper means. Let's see. Where did I specify the Wi-Fi things? Should it be Wi-Fi like this here? Let's see. Expected. Where is now this error here? Here. No semicolon. Okay, still some errors. Wi-Fi, of course. Wi-Fi, can I like search for upper and lowercase? It's Wi-Fi. Okay, I think this was the last one. What's wrong with local IP? Why is the capitalization here in this library different than in the other working library for the ESP? And later I think I make like a list of all the errors, and then in every loop I make an error checker, and if I have an error I display all the errors in like a flashing movement on the LCD display. Let's just see what the Arduino is doing. Port monitor. Is there an error? Serial port busy. Yeah, I make it unbusy. The other script I have. Yeah, setup script. Can I perform port reset? Opening it. Port busy, no device found at command 9. But it is doing something. And the others are all onto the other board. Open failed, serial port busy. Why this? I don't get it. Because I have two other scripts open, or what's the problem? I have to close these two ones. Oh, I don't want to. Don't save, don't save. Let's see if I can upload something. Yeah, because probably before I uploaded from the other... No, still not. Why? Then I close this one. Let's open it. Board this one. Let's upload it. Huh? What the fuck? It's clearly here. Yeah, it goes to my computer. Why don't I have permissions without admin rights? Oh. Could this be a thing? Let's open again this. Not this. Or do I have to download the board here? Where is my script? Oh, not on the admin's desktop, of course. Here. Why does it open a new tab? So frustrating. Yes, so. I2C LCD. Oh, that's not a board. R4, Uno board R4, perfect. Then library. Just search for this library here. And then by frog. Then I need this library here. Why doesn't it search? Which one was it? Is it this one? Oh yeah, this 7.4 something. Then we have to install the Wi-Fi S3. No, I think this comes with the Arduino. So then let's try selecting this Arduino. And when this does not work, I think I have to restart the system. Or is it maybe because I have the other account open still? That's possible. Let's see if I can log out. Yeah. Maybe I have the other user open. I will log out my other user on this computer. Let's see. It has like 150 processes open. Why doesn't it log out? It says it's logged out. Let's try again. I don't want to restart my computer. Oh, now, okay. Yeah, the other computer with the open Arduino IDE blocked it. Okay, seems to work. Let's see what the serial monitor says. It's probably already too late to see something. Let's restart the Arduino. Or is it the wrong baud rate? No, 9600. Okay, it's easy SID. Error, please upgrade Wi-Fi firmware. Just delete this line, I think. Okay, then I should be good with this here. Just comment that out because who needs modern firmware? Yeah, I got mine today. It's a really cool board. I tried a lot of things today and it works. I think that's something this things should do. Let's just reset it. Let's just wait until I get successful. I get an IP address. That's great. So then I can open my scripts again. Which one is this client? No, this is the one I have currently open. Let's see if I can open the other sketches. This are on my user I just disconnected. I hope I didn't delete them in the meantime. I have it in the downloads section. Downloads test. Oh, do I need this? I don't think I need this anymore. Did I copy everything? Yeah, I did copy everything, so I don't need this script anymore. Then I just need the script I think I just deleted. Let's see if I have it in my clipboard still. Let's make a completely new sketch. And close this. Do I have I don't have clipboard history on that user. Okay, that means I lost yesterday's progress, but it's not that bad because I have it still lying in my Git repository, and all the stuff I did yesterday in the stream of yesterday are not good anyway, so why should I bother with it? I think I recode the whole Minecraft server plugin because this is also not usable. So I don't see many people live streaming. Yeah, me neither, but I just thought I have my new Arduino and I want to do some projects with it. And I just want to be a bit better in this embedded system stuff. And I have a really strange use case. I don't know if you know what my use case is that I do. I have like a Minecraft server, or I got requested from some people that I make this concept. It's like, I'm having a doorbell on a Minecraft server for a specific user, and if I like press the button here, it rings the doorbell of, or it rings this thing here, this hardware client here, for whoever is connected with this Minecraft player UUID. I don't know if you probably don't saw anything, but I can show how it's supposed to work. I think in the first day's live stream is the only real working prototype of this. I think here. Yeah, now if I press the button, it goes to the Arduino and executes the sequence here. And I did a lot of tinkering with this kind of use case, and it's just a bit playing around. It's not a I have like 15 hours like into this project, and it's nowhere, but I try to just tinker around a bit with it. And now I think I need to make the TCP connection to my TCP server. So this debug statement I can delete because I have the SSID and password from the SD card. The error thing I do a bit later. So where were I? I have the pins, the LCD screen, the config, and the connection to Wi-Fi. Somehow I connect to Wi-Fi twice. And this is interesting. And why do I have a delay in here? Did I do this on purpose? I don't know, but just delete it. We don't need it anymore. This could be, well, let's say you are not online and Minecraft summaries. Yeah, that's exactly the use case I developed this for. It's like an old colleague of mine that has a Minecraft server with some people on it, and I don't know why they won't write a WhatsApp message or so, but apparently they want something funny. They have a doorbell and they can ring the doorbell, and then like the username of the person who rang the doorbell is displayed here, and this speaker plays an alarm, and the LED just signals that something happens. It's a really, really strange idea, and I would never come up with this concept by myself, but I thought it's just really interesting to implement. I have like a Minecraft plugin here with a TCP server that connects, or this hardware client here connects to the Minecraft server over TCP. And then when I ring the doorbell, I send a package to this hardware client, and then it, makes its things. But first I have to make the buzzer sequence. This is really, really annoying, so I think I will, have a look on how to make this happen. So it rings 3 times with a delay in it. I don't think I need the sound buzzer sequence here. So going back. This is a really annoying sequence, but I don't care. The bell is ringing. Okay, this is the ring sequence. What can I copy from my old thing here? I have like an old code that I worked on the rest of the week, but it is really bad, and I wrote this for an ESP8266, but this is just a 3.3 volt system, and for the SD card and the LCD screen I need a 5 volt system. Or the LCD screen would work, but it's really, really dim, and I don't need this. I've got some of my boards to interface with a VGA motor. That's interesting. I think I saw a YouTuber, JDH, that did something similar with, was it an Arduino or was it a Raspberry Pi? He made like his own graphics card. Here, I think, here he did something similar with the, at the end here, was it in this video or was it in a computer video? I don't quite know, but this was really interesting. Is this there? No, I don't know if it was this video or it was a different video, but was this one here? Well, probably he made his own graphics card, but then he didn't use the graphics card. He used this Arduino here on the bottom to display the stuff on the display. That was a really 3 years ago. I thought it was like last week. Yeah, his makes interesting stuff. So where was I? Connect to Wi-Fi, and then here I think connect to TCP server. Avoid connect to TCP server. So, what code did I do here? Connect to server. I need a Wi-Fi client. Do I have my Wi-Fi client? No, I don't. Wi-Fi client. Oh, I have my Wi-Fi client directly where I left it off. So, connect to the server. Then I just maybe SD. Sorry, no, that's an SD error. SD. Yeah, this is already tagged with config. Wi-Fi, over Wi-Fi. Good, perfect. Then I will just serial.print line. This is TCP start connection. So then if client connect on the Wi-Fi, I wanted to make like this timeout, whereas begin connection to do timeout. This was something I have in the old script too. And I didn't implement it there, so I probably won't implement it here, but yeah, I don't really care because I'm a bad programmer. So then I need the server host and server port. I store this server host and server port into the config, so I need this here. Then the next stop, I think I called it MC for Minecraft. MC, and I know I will later correct this to beautiful code, but not now. And I will make like a config structure, so. But now I can just string TCP hostname and string TCP port. Then here I can do the same thing as here 2 times. Oopsie, that was not intended. So this is MC hostname and MC port. I don't know if I called it hostname and port, but we will see if this all works out. So then TCP hostname, TCP port, MC hostname port. Let's just see if this is correct on the SD card. Of course, I should not break somewhere in the code where I was, but let's see what happens. Yeah, just don't need it anymore. Why does it have an error? I don't know. The text to screen, of course, doesn't exist yet. So what do you do with your new Arduino? Did you bought it because of the Wi-Fi functionality or of the LED matrix, or what was your purpose of buying it? Okay, I think the names are correct. I should have just printed it. Why didn't I print it? I think it builds a lot faster. Okay, I get here my config stuff. That's good. How should I abstract this a bit? Yeah, I think I make just like a tree and then check if every object in the config tree is available, and then I can like, yeah, store these 3 objects into their variables. It would be, I think, the easiest way. So then I can go to the TCP, connect to TCP server. This is correctly written. Why did I get an error? I don't know, but I will try finding it out. Serial print client connect server, no, TCP hostname, TCP port. So I'll just make this like that. If not connection in guard clause is better, then while 1 to just void that error. Error TCP error while 2 TCP to TCP server. Okay. Exclamation mark, of course. And here I know it's a good connection. Then I can, oh, from here on I can do the login. Login. Oops, login. Okay. Let's make like a to-do login. Ooh, I'm like farming subscribers now since I started streaming. It's like 5 subscribers up. Crazy. But I don't really care about that topic. I just saw it in the streaming dashboard. Thanks, Tron Speaker. Okay. Here first I do like address below here / debug here. Client print line test, and then I do like a client read, and then I print the received message, and then here I have the login code that I want copy here because it's not good, and then I need like a check connection class function. Okay. Void check connection. I think I won't do all this code here. I mean, if it works, I will continue. Then here login to TCP server, and I think in my old code I did like a whole login sequence of passwords and hashes and encryption, everything. I won't do this here because it's just stupid for this little project. I will just do it non-encrypted with no password. I just will send my Minecraft UUID. I have been doing Arduino. How long do I do Arduino? That's a question. Not long if you count at the projects I've done, but I know Arduinos, I think this Arduino here I have like since 10 years or so. So I have a bit of experience with Arduinos, but I mostly did it back then for school projects or little hack things, and yeah, I used Arduinos, I used Raspberry Pis and everything just for little projects. Then yeah, like 2 years ago I really started having an interest in them. Then I lost it for 1.5 years, and now I have it back. I think I mostly work with Raspberry Pis then, and now I just had this project on mind, and I want to start it. So not much experience. I just most of the things I have to Google. So this was the client reads thing. Here is the check connection, and I need like a void login to TCP. Login to TCP server. Good. Is there no to-do highlighting? I really need this. To do. Then here is the login to TCP, and here to do check connection. Do you work with Raspberry Pi? Arduinos often? Maybe on some topics you could help. Yeah, yesterday and the day before yesterday was a dude. He was really good at Arduinos. He helped me a lot about the structure of the code. But yeah, I try to find my way in this world. So here's the login. I will do this later because now I don't really need the login, or I just make this stuff here. Later I will send you the login request to the client. And is the client, where's the client specified? Here, so I have it in my code. Here in the code, I know that I have a login because I call this function beforehand. And afterwards, in the loop code, I have to make the check connection in the loop. So if check connections, it should be multiple connections. I won't just check the connection to the TCP server. I will check the Wi-Fi connection too. So if not check connections. So what are the other projects you do other than this VGA port? Is the VGA port like what does it exactly do? Does it just print some forums, or does it really have some interactiveness, if you call this like that? Well, if check connections, then just return, because I go into the next loop iteration, and if the connection is not here, it will just break. Which here is the blue video cable. Yeah, I know what the blue video cable is. I know what a VGA cable is. I think I will have it in a second. You probably mean this cable. But what does it display on the screen, or does it display something on the screen, or what does it exactly do? That's what interests me. So here just check the connection on every loop. What did I write on the check connection function? Check connection. So I check, here I have something. Why do I use this Wi-Fi status? Do I really need this error status? What is this? Wi-Fi status. Where do I set the Wi-Fi status? Just here on the begin. But I just need it in there, so why do I have it on the whole code? Here. And in the check connections, I use like I make it display shapes and images and text by using existing VGA libraries. I'm not so deep in the libraries game, but I think there are some beautiful libraries. Today I found myself this Arduino JSON library, and I love it. Is there like a base 64 library? It is. Oh, this changes a lot. Are there examples? Oh yeah, there are examples. Because yesterday I made this myself, and it really sucked. And yeah, thanks for bringing the library thing up. That's cool. That's cool. So I can do my plans of encoding and decoding the network packages in base 64. So that means I don't have to look at the formatting or anything of these packages, and the delimiter is known. So I can just add my sneaky delimiter back. Char is the limiter of well, yeah, it doesn't look right with 2 amps. The limiter equals, it was a comma because it's not a base 64. Shapes. How many pins does the VGA cable have? 15, is that correct? Yeah, 15 pins. Doesn't Arduino have 15 pins here? I just see 13. Or do you need all the pins, or yeah, probably some of them are ground. VGA pin out. Let's just analyze this. When I was little, first Arduino, and I thought it was just a little thing to this chip. So it's like a city. No, but the old Arduinos are way cooler because of the thick chip and all. The new one with this integrated chip, I don't know. So you need ground. There's not connected pins. Interesting. Or does NC stand for something different? Red, green, blue, ground, red, or ground. There's a ground for every. Interesting. Okay, then you don't need that much pins. But I think this is an interesting project. Are there some like documentations about this with Arduinos, or do you try and error yourself? And why your question about my knowledge level about the Arduino? Is my code so bad, or what happens? Search connection Wi-Fi status not equals connected. So when it's not connected, it returns false. Then and it will connect to Wi-Fi. Connect to Wi-Fi. And if client dot, if the Wi-Fi is not connected, it will do similar things. Not Wi-Fi, the TCP server. Connect the TCP server and return false here. Return true, otherwise, because here I know the connection is set. Well, I suck at Arduino, so I have ChatGPT help me a little, but same, brother, same. No, yeah, I try to get better, so I try to use AI as little as I can, because when I use AI, I don't learn that much. I will use AI mostly to say, like, teach me how do I do it. Yeah, sometimes I copy code. I mean, every time I make Control A, Control C, you know, I copy the code exactly how it is. But I try to don't make that so often. So where was I? String client read. I have a whole function for client read. Why do I? Oh, I use this function. That's why. Just make it in here. Client read. It returns just. Wait, I can do this in a single line statement. I learned Python from AI just by looking at the code and seeing how it works. Yeah, it can work, but if you're getting lazy, as I tend to do, you don't learn nothing. It's like tutorial hell, but you don't even have someone explaining it to you. And I'm an expert at tutorial hell because I do this, or I did this a lot. I do it still, but yeah. I try to do my own project like this one, and I mean, I spend like 40 hours or so on that project, and it's don't go where I run it at the beginning, but yeah, it's steadily going. So here I have this other function from my old code. Text to screen. I have a line 1 and line 2. This line 1, line 2 on the LCD screen, because I just have 2 lines. I don't need to make an array input or so, because I know there are 2 lines. Then I check if one line... Okay, this is lazy. This is freaking lazy. If line 2 length is more... text to screen. Okay, if line 1 is... yeah, return. If line 1 is bigger than 16, it makes line 1 text too long, and line 2... can I just do this, or is this a recursion? Because here, text too long, this is not too long, this is under 16 characters, then I pass in line 2. If this is too long too, I just make this. Yeah, it should work. First, clear the screen, I set the cursor to 0, 0, print the line 1, set the cursor to 0, 1, and print line 2. So in the worst case, I just get 2 text too long, text too long. Let's just try this in the code, in the setup, text to screen. So let's see what my computer says, what the Arduino says. It says I have an error. What is the error? Do I have forgot a semicolon somewhere? No matching function call Wi-Fi client connects. I should have like client to connect. Yeah, it should in fact work. Wi-Fi client. Let's maybe call it Wi-Fi client, so it's sure that it's the Wi-Fi client. Wi-Fi client dot read, client dot print line, client connected. Maybe I have to install the library or something, but let's try again. No matching call for Wi-Fi client connect. Or is a port or something wrong? Let's just sneakily ask my AI helper. What is wrong here? Hello, not an option. Hello. I received my new Arduino. I have the Ethernet that Ethernet head that I can make a web server with. Yeah. This is cool. I think there's also a PoE head or so. But that's why I find this new Arduino R3 so cool, because it has a Wi-Fi in it. Yeah, if you didn't mention that this is a thing, this new R4, I wouldn't know. Or I wouldn't bought it. Is it the semicolon that's missing? ChatGPT says it's a semicolon. Let's see. No, still no connect. Why? Do I even import the library for the Wi-Fi client? Could this be the... I don't need a library for the Wi-Fi client. That's... is the display working better on the firewall? Yes, I can read everything. It's perfect. On the 3.3 watt system, I could not see anything, and I got the SD card reader to work. I now get my my words are missing. Yeah, I can get my Wi-Fi password and server configuration from there. I have here a file. Here I can get the configuration from my SD card. You missed that part. Yeah, I did this all today, and also from what I heard, the pins are 8 milliamps. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what the pins are. Where was I? I haven't had an error. What does ChatGPT say next? Perhaps it was from the logic with the SD module. I think this is the problem, yeah. And something else that could have been the problem, but I was too lazy to check, is if it is the the FAT32 has some weird file name formatting, and I had to make it uppercase and short. That way it worked. If I just call the file conf, it worked. If I call it conf.json, doesn't work. Don't know why, but I take it. So, I fixed your recommendations. Why are there still errors? Can you help me, Magic AI? Oh, the Wi-Fi connect function should be this, Wi-Fi begin. You mean this here? Is it wrong, or is it you discovered something, or what is wrong tabs for Wi-Fi connect? Updated declaration int TCP port. What is it wrong? TCP port, what is it? Whoopsie, it is integer and not a... I think I should read the error messages myself. String to int. TCP port, I think in the JSON thing, it reads out as a string. Where is it? Here, TCP port equals this as string as int. Let's see what the code does. Says Arduino R4 Wi-Fi has a maximum current limit of 8 milliampere per I/O pin. This is a significant reduction compared to the older Arduino, which had 20 milliampere. Is this bad? Is this good? Or what does it do? Oh, I don't need the SC string because it is not a string anymore. Wait, no, this is the Wi-Fi client. Wi-Fi client connect. Here I need it as a C string. Oops, as a C string. That just even works. Means a higher risk of frying some pins. I fried a lot of pins. Could not convert. Character. I don't care. AI just fix it for me. I don't have time for that errors. Read string until what's wrong with this? I know. Oopsie. I didn't even ask for that, but ChatGPT fixed it anyways. These do not match your actual function names. C++ is can sensitive. Connect to Wi-Fi. Connect to Wi-Fi, uppercase. Connect to TCP server. Log into TCP server. What are wrong with this? Are the names not correct? That I didn't know. It also means the max power is less as well. The function names were not correct. Yeah. Okay, Wi-Fi checks okay. Connection successful. Start TCP connection. It should fail. No, it should not fail. The server is running. Okay, something with the TCP connection does not work. Let's try to just clear the console and restart it, maybe. And something that just catch my eye. I think my Minecraft server is not hacker enough. Not rename. Bearbeiten. Just here. So of course I need this. Just catch my eye. So, way beautiful. Way beautiful. Way more beautiful. Windows, thank you for nothing. So, error while connecting to TCP server. Error while connecting to TCP server. Oh, here it should not make a while one. And the same thing I guess is for the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't do it here, so let's try it again. R4 still has the demo sketch. I have not got a chance to use it yet. The demo sketch with the heart is cool. But I now need some place to put those stickers on. Start connection. I think I have to print myself. But it connects and it just deconnects again. Is it because I don't send anything? This is possible. But I make like a 1 minute break. I'm back. So I'm back. Do you have a box you put your boards? You mean something like this here? Or what do you mean? Like a case? We have 2 text too longs. That's working perfect. The TCP connection does not work. Let's see what the Minecraft server does with the connection. I don't need all these things here. Could you put your stickers on it? Perhaps you made a starter kit box with multiple sensors. I have a starter kit box. Yes, this is really old and it's not even original. It's like a knockoff version. But I have, yeah, a whole box with all Arduino things. And I think you're correct and right. I will decorate my box with it. Thanks for the suggestion. So, here, TCP client handler, TCP server. So in the client handler. Yeah, it of course, it disconnects you if you don't send the correct stuff. So first on all that, I will just make a continuous statement. IntelliJ. No, I don't delete unreachable code. Can't I build it? If you want, I could send you some. Sketch for a Wi-Fi connection to compare. The Wi-Fi connection works. The TCP connection was not working, but I think it has something to do with the server code because, as you see, it connects and then just disconnect again. So I will just continue here and just like just return something. This dot to client writer dot to write or to print line. Print line dot print line. Hey, and I think first I send something, so I system print out the data I send, and then just I don't continue. I just make comments. So let's build this plugin. My first board was a knockoff. Yeah, I have 3 Arduino Unos, one knockoff, one R3 original, and now one R4 original. But this knockoff, this Funduino, I like bought from AliExpress for like $10 with all the accessories you want. I think the display is from there, the speaker is from there, the LEDs and the resistors are from there. Yeah, it brought me to Arduino. And no, I don't have a Mega. I have some ESP32s, ESP8266. I have like 5 Raspberry Pi 2.0s, a Raspberry Pi 3.0, and the Raspberry Pi 4.0. I think I ordered myself a Raspberry Pi 5 with 8GB. I saw it for like $90 or francs. And I have some other knockoff boards and some stuff, but not a Mega. Arduino supports the creation of alike boards as long as they use name branding. Yeah, it's open source, the whole code. Yeah, that's why you get this open source love sticker. Like myself, I open source every code I write. Not that someone could be interested in my code, but if someone wants my codes, it's all on my GitHub here. But it's horrible, but you can get it. Even this Minecraft thing here, it's called Minecraft Door Adapter. Yeah. And I will make YouTube videos about it, so. Active GitHub account. Yeah, I do work. In fact, it's not all this project. Sometimes it's real work. Yeah, let's build this here. With artifacts, then I will restart my thing here. And yeah, by the way, if you want to follow or star my repos, feel free. So text along 1, 2, 3. Okay, this all works. Start connection. Why does it not connect? Here it says new client has connected with the right IP address. Perfect. An option I don't know what I figured, because there was a lot of clones. I figured Arduino would take them down by now if they did not want clones. Yeah, as I said, it's open source, so everyone can make their knockoff version. It's not a knockoff version, it's just Arduino is just, I think, a non-profit organization that designs them and also manufactures and sells them, but they make them public. I think it's like this. Yes, Arduino non-profit. No, I think not. I think they are for profits. Yeah, I don't know, but just you can buy them cheaper. Sometimes they don't work as well, so I tend to buy the original ones because they always worked for me. So I think now I have a connection. Start connection here. If I have the connection, successfully to connect it to TCP hostname plus colon TCP port. Okay, here in the check connection, I check this connection. Then here I will throw an error, serial dot print line error TCP, how do I call it up there? Just TCP. Connection lost. And the Wi-Fi the same. I think the upper one was the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connection lost. And then I think it should reconnect if it has any problems. But currently I don't see anything from the server. And the login, do I call, yeah, login to TCP server, I call this here. Login to TCP server. I should print test and receive what it sends, but somehow it does not tend to do this. First I have to look if the plugin builds, because it's possible that the plugin does not build. Well, yeah, it builds, so this shouldn't be a problem. Speak every day, you can learn something new. Successfully connected to the server. What does the server say? The server says yes, and it says test, so that means the communication works. But I think I sent something before I first get the data from the server and it prints test, and then I write hey. Why don't I receive the hey? First it prints, the other receives first, and then I get the response, 0 print line response. Debug. Did you have a question about Ethernet head? I think I didn't read it, or I forgot what you wrote. There are 24 types of the official. Better more prints, customize. Debug, okay, it prints to the debug, but it doesn't receive anything. To client writer print hey. To and now why don't I get anything? Is there a problem? Do I have to oh no, here, debug. DB, okay, it just receives an empty string. Why does it receive an empty string? Let's just print something I know works. And then here on the server, system out send. Maybe after I receive this, I will send something. Just to test if it works. And I will build this plugin. Build artifacts build. I think it fits best in anything really. Or you want to know what you want to do with this head. Business, some internet host project. I think you can do the same things as you can do with the Wi-Fi, but yeah, just like a mini server. I mean, you can do like a TCP, HTTP server. So your own little HTTP server you can do. I tried to do this with a Java server, but I somehow just stopped doing it. But it works. You can do this. So just you have a little mini, just for one single purpose HTTP server Arduino. So why do I not receive something here? And read. Is there something? Oh, not blame. Please not blame. Can you use the SD card slot to put in? You could, yeah. Wait, man, I don't want to have a new project, but I wanted to do this so badly now. Yeah, you could serve your homepage from the SD card, and then you don't have to clutter up the space of the Arduino. That's a really good idea. Because currently I just have a config file on there, but you can do any file you want. I mean, you have enough space, like FAT32 max size. You have like 2 terabytes of website you could serve. You just need to handle the TCP stuff and the HTTP protocol on the Arduino. So you can do this, but this sounds like a pretty fun project. And what does not sound like a fun project is why this won't give me something. I mean, it worked, but now it does not anymore. Because the Ethernet that comes with an SD card slot. What? Because the Ethernet head... the Ethernet head comes with an SD card slot. I imagine it could replace this in a lot of projects, considering that it also has one core and Wi-Fi. Yeah. So how do I read stuff, and why does it not want to read stuff? Well, yeah, I think I just discovered like HTTP server. This is on this Arduino documentation side. But where was I? I want the Wi-Fi client.read. Client.read. Okay, this is just this here. Can I replace it? Connected print line client.stop. No, I don't want the client to stop. I just want something. No, I don't want to print it. I want here like string results equals empty string, and then just like res plus equals client.read, and I don't want to, for debug purposes I can print it, and I can call it response. Give me something, please. Of course, call it Wi-Fi client. Yeah, just don't care. So let's see. But aren't there other boards with Wi-Fi compatibility without a head or so? Return response. Please, please, yes, it builds something. Let's hope I get the TCP connection from the server. It didn't disconnect. Oh, it did disconnect. That's good. Now, what does the serial monitor say? I have 5 Arduino boards, 3 or first, 1 of Mega. Mega 226, no, 2560. What does it look like? Ooh, it is indeed Mega. What can it do better than the normal Arduino? Does it just have more pins, or is there some other benefits? Is there a Mega with Wi-Fi? I think there is. Or isn't there? I found an SD card web server seems more. Always the good projects, some people did it. But I'm glad, I know that at least somebody tried this Minecraft Arduino thingy, but yeah. So, send, test, send. But why? Does somebody know why I don't receive any data? I just receive emptiness. Let's ask my professional helper. There is a $50 step up for the Mega. We're saying this show is a tutorial for this Arduino Micro Pro. Not a tutorial. There's not a tutorial, but I think I showed you last time what I meant. I can show it again. So for the context, on Instagram I saw a reel, but I think it was fake. But this inspired me to do this. But if you look, the LED turns on before he presses the button, so something is a bit fishy about this project, and all the comments say fake, fake, fake. I mean, it's 18,000 things, but all the comments say fake. And that was the inspiration for this project. Then I showed this my colleague, and he said that he wanted this. So my bad, exact tutorial was some showcase of someone's great damage. Takes it. It's different video that you. It's a different video than you showcasing it. Yeah, of course. But I want to say the idea is already out there. Someone had the idea of doing something like this. That's because how you're reading it from the Wi-Fi client. Let's look at this block. Yeah, just show me how to fix it. Okay, this is real crazy. Read only the byte from the stream. If there's send more than a byte. Wait, can I just do it like I have used to? Client read is just like this here. To just copy this code again and pretend to the AI that I was never here. So copy this here and copy the server code. And I plan, after I did this, to make a little YouTube video about this. Maybe this grabs someone's attention. I mean, I have here I made 2 Arduino projects on this channel. One is this here. This is a relatively interesting project. It's similar to this one, just using a Raspberry Pi, where I have a website here, and on this website I have like a remote power button, a reset button, and a hard reset button, and the power LED. I made a whole YouTube video about this, how I assembled it, how I installed it, how I programmed it. And the second Arduino project was this remote firework system, where I had also a web UI and a Raspberry Pi, where I can explode fireworks on by button press. And I also made this was a explorative thing. I like in the stream, I just built and filmed everything, and afterwards I cutted this little sequence here, and it is one of my better clicked videos. So when my dad runs Ethernet to garage where my homemade fire alarm panel to tell when it goes off. So back to AI. Why is the response empty? Okay, what do I have to fix? Update the function to use a Wi-Fi client. Of course I did use the wrong here, but this doesn't really matter because it should work. Okay, I did not change anything here, so it shouldn't work. The random video I found did not integrate the whole Wi-Fi connection. However, guess you got this part as yesterday. Of course, it worked with the other Arduino. Maybe this is a bit faster, and so the package does not come through when I wait for it or something. I don't know, but here I get nothing. I get nothing back. But it's a slow and steady process. Not steady, but still slow. Solution. No, I don't need to flush it because do I need to flush it? No, I receive an empty line, so I don't need to flush because here I have the auto flush enabled. But let's just see if enable more debugging on Android side, Arduino side. Where should I put this in? Is it possible to skip Arduino code? I don't know what you mean with this. I'm gonna steal this line. Which line? Why is it not working? Somehow it is not working for me. But I send something and I see something comes. But it's empty. Where's the login function? Login to TCP server. Scaling is a term that means that you steal someone's code without permission. Well, is it possible to skid Arduino code, or am I guessing that is all open source? You mean steal the code from someone that is not an open source project? I don't think so. I mean, there are licenses. My code is all licensed under do whatever the F you want. My public code on the Git repo for me, and I think I use the MIT license, so you can do anything you want except commercial use. So that means my code is public, everyone can see it, but you can't steal it and sell it. And there's code you can sell it, can use it for public stuff or for commercial use. But if you have like a repository that is closed and you just use this code, I don't think that's okay. If the program language is open source, it doesn't mean the code you program with the program language is open source. If you meant that, I don't know. So why is this not working? Where is my login function? Login. What happens if I don't print anything? Does this work, or do I need to print something first? What does the Java code do? So, yeah, first it reads something. So the Java waits for something from me. So I open this connection with test. Did I do this on my old project? No, it just sends me something weird. Connect to server. I just client.println test. This works. I received this in the server. Then read data. Maybe I don't have to abstract this function and just try to reading it in here. So let's see if I receive something, and maybe I just, for good measures, restart the Minecraft server too. So it successfully connects. Then it should send me something, but it does not. Not even to the Minecraft server again. Okay. Connection lost. Okay, now waiting for connection. It's connected. Why doesn't it send something? Wi-Fi client print test. It should send me something. String until. Okay, why is it not working? Just reset it again and look what it does. Oh, now it sends test. Okay, but I do not receive anything. Just receive an empty string. Why does I receive an empty string? No, this won't work here. Man, I hate this. Maybe here? No, I can't make it delay. Okay, I get the data. I print it, then to client writer, I write this string here. Does anybody of you have an idea why this is not working? is the plugin again not building? No, it is building. Okay, it was still building. Oh no, I have 2 instances open. Of course it will not work. So, let's just see again why I don't get anything. If this doesn't work, I will just try to get the old code and see what it's doing. Okay, apparently it needs a timeout for the Arduino R4 because it's too fast, it says. Because the data is not available when I try to read it. Interesting. Let's see what my program does. Disconnected. Send ARC. ABC. Okay. I'm just apparently dumb because I need a response here. Client read. What does the client read function do? Or what does it do right now? Maybe I get this code here and put it into Wi-Fi client available. Can I put this in client reads? So where's the client read function here? Client read. So I make the timeout in here. I wait first for the availability and then make a timeout from the server and then reconnect if it's available then. So then I need to update this function too. Response, no response or timeout login. Do I need this here? Probably not yet. Maybe some different implementation. So response login. You can make client read optionally print raw incoming data character by character if you pass in a flag. No, I won't do this. So let's see what I will get from this whole new thing. Wi-Fi checks. Okay, so response ABC. So perfect. Apparently I just made stupid things. I don't need the flash here. I don't need the send ACK here. Just need to get the data, then print the data, and then write some more data. So build it, and I think this was the last thing I implemented for today. So that means in the next stream I will do the login again without any ID or something, just to clean up this whole TCP server mess here. Good, then I think I will just push this code to my Git repository remote. So then push this whole code. Thanks for your availability in Discord. If I have some more questions, I sure will ask you. Oh, I saw you wrote something. I will have a look at your code tomorrow or so. So let's see. What is it? What does it just generate its own client folder again? I don't care. It's just that's so beautiful. And then the plugin is here. Let's see what I did today. Yeah, some lines of code I did change, aka the whole script. But yeah, I think this was it for today. Bye.